Hello, my name is Larry Johnson, and I'm doing a survey for Mr. Tavis Lem. Question number 1 is, what does it take to become a hero? A few things, I think. One is definitely courage, to have the strength of will to start out. And then the second thing would be stamina and tenacity, to actually endure things, such as the morning sickness or the sleepless nights with the baby, and things of that nature. The next thing would be hope and optimism, hoping that the baby will actually sleep that night. The next question is, does anything disqualify someone from becoming a hero? Yes and no. The ends have to justify the means. If you've ever watched the show Arrow, then you will kind of understand where I'm going with this. The main character, his name is Oliver Queen. He spent 5 years on an island. And he said he had to become someone else. He had to become something else. And when he said that, he became almost something like a murderer. Well, actually, he did become a murderer. And the issue with that is, he didn't think, by the most recent episodes, that the ends actually justify the means. So he began changing his tactics some. Now what he does is he hands over the reins to police, and if the court system decides that they deserve death, then they will do it on their own terms. So now the ends do, in fact, justify the means for him. The next question is, does a hero need to necessarily have superpowers? No, I don't think so. Although, at some points, your heroes might. Such as my mother with her somehow knowing where everything is all the time. No idea how she does that. Anyway, no, I don't think they necessarily need to. Because, for instance, my mother, she does have her lupus, which is an autoimmune disorder. She also has her pseudo-seizures that she has, which they cause many, many issues. But she never stops becoming my mother. She's always my mom. She always, when I run my 105 crazy fevers, she's always there to help me and to keep me going. And she doesn't necessarily have any superpowers. She just has her. That's all she has. She doesn't have any, crazy laser vision or anything like that. So, no, I don't think they necessarily need to have superpowers to be a hero. The next question is, what's the difference between a superhero and a hero? A few things. One is, a hero is just kind of an everyday person. They're not really anything super crazy. They're no Hulk. They're no, Superman or Wonder Woman. They're just an everyday person. They're your teacher that helped you form the love of science, or helped you figure out how to write your papers, or your love of history. Whatever. Those heroes are just kind of everyday people. They're not really someone super crazy special in the sense that they're not human necessarily. And then a superhero is someone who has those crazy powers. They have the pinpoint accuracy to hit a bunny's eye at 500 yards away with an arrow. Something crazy like that. So, and then, is it easier to believe in a superhero or a hero? I definitely think a hero. The reason I say this is because I have heroes in my everyday life. So do you. And while you may not have as many or you may have more, they're definitely maybe improbable for people, but they're not impossible to come by. Generally, everyone has those people they look up to in a comic book sense. They're Superman, or they're Wonder Woman, or they're Batman, or Iron Man in some cases. But those people, they're not possible to come by. You're not going to have the Superman from Krypton that's going to come and save the world. There's no people necessarily like that. There are your everyday heroes that may rescue a cat from the burning building, or maybe save thousands in a 9/11 attack, or something of that nature. But there's no Superman that's going to grab the plane before it hits and stop everything from occurring. So I think it is definitely easier to believe in a hero versus a superhero, because while they may be improbable to find, they're not impossible to find.